It's the Thunderbirds and the Eagles coming up next.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a hero in store, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Brooklyn taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. Wilson going to try the right side. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards and tell him on 2nd down. Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw into the hands of Nichols. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Good containment on the screen, and will bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On 2nd down now, Meredith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Caldwell. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before.
But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
On third down, Caldwell. Under pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there. And he did a lot of that on that play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense.
This unit will struggle a little bit against the pass rate, number 21 away.
I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agents.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes, right side. Down to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was there, partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Extra point right down the middle. That's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off play action. Caldwell. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But, boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
On the give, this is Nichols.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They stacked him up pretty well. When you're trying to run the football, something you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive.
And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We've got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
2nd down, this is Wilson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Into space at the 45 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
first down yardage.
And the Brooklyn first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it second down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. He finds his man, complete. It's Nichols. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And this one will be brought back to the 22.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's done. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
On the carry, it's Nichols.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 16th rushing touchdown on the year.
And his guys have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Nichols.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Nichols. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
11 yards there, 1st down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, but they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, Caldwell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run again with Wilson. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
A gain of 3, second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7.
Back to throw.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, drop to throw. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of first. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caldwell.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. They'll throw now on the final play. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep the tight end in a few more times and maybe add running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Nichols to about the 40-yard line.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. He's accounted for something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. They run the counter. It's Nichols, and he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
At the Eagles' 38-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Brooklyn.
They'll set up to throw. Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Thunderbirds take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start the drive with Wilson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Caldwell. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the 1st half. They've extended their lead so far here in the 2nd half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
a little bit.
just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Caldwell. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half. And you know, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Thunderbirds.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's done. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Weber. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
At the 38-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. On the ground, the drive starts with Wilson.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On the slant, he's got Davis. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, baby, get 6.
They'll run straight ahead with Wilson.
And he'll get a few yards here to the 34.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And down he'll go at the 25.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 23-yard line.
Now back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's done. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Now a give right side. Nichols. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. So they bring out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Caldwell. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw. Caldwell. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun. Caldwell. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Throwing to start the drive. Caldwell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there for Philly. 63 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Caldwell. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to it, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Nichols, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Thunderbirds look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Now for the point after.
Kick!
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Throwing to start the drive. Caldwell.
That's dropped underneath for Wilson.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on second down. Caldwell. Out to the right here to Wilson. And now they're in the hurry-up. On first down, Caldwell. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 18-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. But this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on.
So for Brooklyn, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.